This week we are back in Estonia. So as many of you may know, we traveled here last year and absolutely fell in love with this place. So we are back here once again. Right now I'm standing in Tallinn's Old Town, and Tallinn is the capital city of Estonia. We're only in Tallinn for one day before we head south, so let's explore the city and see what we can get up to.
We don't have the best weather forecast this week. Well, it depends what you think is good. I guess that's subjective. But we were greeted with rain today. We're having a little bit of a sunny moment right now, but it looks like we're gonna get some more rain later on. I mean, the weather is obviously gonna be unpredictable almost anywhere you go. So we're not gonna let it stop us from enjoying this amazing country.
Behind me here is the Estonian Parliament building. It used to be a Danish castle, and fun fact, Estonia is actually the first country that ever did e-voting.
For lunch, we have returned back to, I think, the first place that we went to when we landed in Tallinn last year. The name is pretty easy to remember if you're vegan because it's just called Vegan Restaurant, and the menu was really good last year, so we're really excited to try some different things on the menu this year.
So I tried this IPA last year when we were here, and I remember absolutely loving it. So much so, I remember taking a picture of the can and being like, maybe I could find it somewhere. I think it's just like an Estonian special. It says local on the menu, so let's see if my taste buds serve me right. They do. It's very good. The place is known for like their beetroot ravioli. There's no pasta. It's just like an open beetroot with like some vegan cashew cheese in the middle. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. We also got some French fries with some vegan cheese, like melted cheese, and smoked tofu, as well as some chives on top. Let's try it. It's really smoky. Really good.
Estonia is known for its black bread, and we also learned that in Estonian, like the language, there's a completely different word for black bread versus just like white bread or other types of bread. It's very typical that most places will have black bread, and something that you have to get, and you'll probably inevitably get if you're visiting Estonia.
And for lunch, we are getting some orange peanut soy skewers with rice noodles and kimchi. We're going to a secret bar here in Tallinn, but we have to be granted access. So we've got a bookshelf here, but if we go over to this one here.
Okay. Tucked behind this unsuspecting bookshelf is Babylon Bar, serving artisan cocktails and mocktails in the heart of Tallinn's Old Town.
With some salty and pearl snack.
We moved from the dimly lit bar to a dimly lit restaurant and ended up at Chlorophyll Green Food Studio, a new cozy plant-based restaurant serving a seasonal menu with dishes from all around the world.
Am I excited to get out of the city? I mean, I'm excited to also be in the city, but I'm excited for all of it. Everything's so cool. I love it here. So I think this is our train. We're getting on the 11:51 to Tartu. And it says boarding on either side, but then this is also boarding on this side for zone 3. And
This is definitely
this
our
one,
train.
I don't know.
We have
I
to
think we
figure
just
it out.
walk on. I don't think the doors are open. That's what I was looking for, is like the doors to be open, but I just saw somebody just walk right on, so I think we can just walk right on.
She's staff. She's wearing a shirt.
But look, these people. Yeah, I think that's what you do. Okay.
When in doubt, just stand around and act casually until you watch what the locals do. Okay, so we made it onto the train. You literally just press a button and the doors open, so it wasn't actually that complicated. Here we are on the train, and it's 11:29. We're leaving at 11:51, and I'm so excited. I absolutely love Tallinn, but I want to see more of Estonia, so I'm just stoked. It's going to be a nice, comfortable ride, it seems like.
Oh shit. Our friend told us that she has a friend in Tartu, and her boyfriend skateboards and has a whole list of skate spots in Tartu. So he sent those to her and she just sent them to me. So I'm gonna check them out now and we'll see if I can skate any of this. First one's pretty gnarly looking. It's like a big rail. And I can't really, my knees are pretty shot now, so I don't know if I can skate a big rail, but maybe there'll be something skatable there.
Alright, so we are officially off the train and in our Bolt. It's like basically exactly like Uber. So we are in our car and it's kind of a gloomy day. Hopefully the sun comes out a little bit more because we have some activities for today that are outside and that we're really excited for. But I'm really tired after that train ride. I could not fall asleep on the train. Nick got a little nap in, but I didn't, so hopefully some food will help. Since we just got off the plane yesterday, I'm still feeling, I don't normally get jet lagged, but last time we came to Estonia I got jet lagged, and then this time too. Those are like the 2 times I've gotten jet lagged. Hopefully it turns around, if not this afternoon, then tomorrow.
Back with the shoe shiner.
What'd she do?
I got distracted with the shoe shiner.
Okay, we made it to Tartu. Tartu is actually the oldest city in the Baltic states. It has a population of around 100,000 people. It's actually the 2nd largest city in all of Estonia. Amongst the locals here, from what we've gathered, it's mostly known as a university town, but it's filled with like cafes, restaurants, bars, churches, museums. And last year when we came to Estonia, this was the most highly requested place that we go to, and we weren't able to make it last year, so we're so excited to explore it, so let's do it.
So today we're hopping on Lily Rose, who came all the way from Copenhagen and today lives on the Tartu River. Lily Rose is the passion project of George, an Englishman who put his heart and soul into renovating this wooden clicker boat. Now he takes up to 4 people aboard, and it's not hard to see why people would want to join him. So let's go.
Just a few things about the boat first.
So we tripped and fell onto a boat in the river. Whoops. Jay, when that happens.
So I know that we were joking about it earlier, but it does really feel like we just like slipped and fell, and all of a sudden we're on a boat in the water. We're about to pass a shipwreck right here. And there's all these like beautiful homes, Airbnbs, all sorts of different structures along this body of water. Sorry, what's this body of water called? Emma Yagi? We're kind of getting to experience like the tail end of summer, so it's very, very lush, very green on the water, and like this is probably the most romantic thing Nick and I have ever done in our entire lives, so look at this. may not have the best weather today, but alas, we are still going on a little tour. We're going to be going on a street art tour, particularly in the Karlova district. So let's go see what we can find, rain or shine. We're used to it. We're from Vancouver. Okay, we're standing here in the square and the wind just blew this over. The weather is just crazy today. But behind me here is actually an old Soviet factory that the Estonian people have now reclaimed and turned into this very hip kind of like bar area. There's a distillery right behind me here, a little vegan restaurant, just really cool little like artsy cafes, restaurant shops, that kind of thing. And if you watch our Estonia video from last year, you would remember that we went to a area very similar to this in Tallinn called Telliskivi Creative City. So with that out of the way, let's go see some art.
Pretty cool. So we just sat down at Kolm Chili, which I think translates to 3 dills, that's what we were told. Anyways, they have the Apollo Last Dab, the hot ones, Apollo Last Dab, which is like $40 for a bottle, and I can't find it anywhere, and so I'm gonna try it now. The waiter just warned me. She came over and was like, she's like, I think this is the strongest one we have, so be careful. I was like, oh, I'm aware. so this is the hot sauce from the show Hot Ones. So basically where celebrities sit down and then they eat 1 through 10 wings, each of them getting progressively hotter. This is the show's personal branded hot sauce, and it's like one of the hottest hot sauces in the world. It's made with the Apollo pepper, which is like 2 million plus Scoville units. So like for reference, Sriracha is like, I think 2,500 Scoville units or right around there. So we'll see.
I'm gonna try it too, just because Nick went, oh, you're gonna try it too? Yes, I'm gonna try it. Now I'm especially gonna try it. Now give me more.
All right.
Don't doubt me.
Because this might ruin our meal.
It's gonna be great. Let's do it.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
It was a very small amount that I put on. I'm definitely feeling it, but
I like it.
I like it too. But that was a very, very minuscule amount. Like on the show, they cook the wing in the sauce, but that one's actually, it's kind of nice. Here, I'm gonna put a little bit on my tongue. Because I just want to, that seems like a lot.
I think it tastes like the Melinda's. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, there it is. Holy smokes.
The sun is really trying to come out. I don't know. But we had to change out of our wet clothes, and now we are here at the Botanical Gardens in Tartu. So let's check it out.
Drowsy, and I didn't want to say that to you because I know you've been feeling drowsy, but I just got hit with like a wave of energy being in here. Like I feel, whew.
The University of Tartu Botanical Gardens, and they use the plants in here to study different species of plants. It's the oldest botanical garden in the Baltic states. So it's like divided into these different rooms that house different kinds of plants, and then outside there's the open air collection, which is a garden that's outside, and that one's free for anyone to just stumble on by. But to visit inside the greenhouses, there is an admission fee. We also learned that Tartu will have the title of the European Capital of Culture in 2024. Throughout all of 2024, there's going to be a whole whackload of events here in Tartu celebrating Tartu and southern Estonia. It's a really big deal and super interesting. You can read about it more online, but 2024 will probably be the year to visit this region if you haven't yet already, and who knows, maybe we're going to have to come back because I was looking at the events. It looks like it's going to be so much fun. But first impressions being back in Estonia, Nick and I were talking about the moment we got off the plane, we're like, the energy here is just so calm. We absolutely love the culture. We love this country so much. But our ride is here, so we have to go. And more on that later. Okay, bye.